Hey guys, it's Matt from TOTALmtg here, and today I am doing a deck tech for our new series that we're doing, which will be Budget Modern. So the rules of our new series will be that you get $100 to spend. We're basing the prices off Star City Games prices because that's the most popular one that everyone sort of goes to. So you get $100 to make a Budget Modern deck. That includes your sideboard as well. Then we're going to have some of the guys play the matches, the guys from the Versus videos like Connor, Greg, need to speak to Richard yet about it as well. Hayden's coming in and Lee as well. And we're going to have like a little, not tournament, but we'll hopefully have some sort of leaderboard with point systems and stuff like that. You don't have to stay with your same deck, you just have to keep to the $100. So obviously if you make it, one of us makes a deck and we realise it just doesn't work, we'll probably change it up a bit. So this is my first deck that I've made. I've made a Budget MERFOK deck. The deck comes in at around $88, $89. So it's just under the 100, which is very nice. So we'll start off with having a look at what I have in the deck. So we start off with some Triton Shorestalkers, obviously Merfolk. It's a 1/1 that can't be blocked. It's a nice early 1-drop. So I'll be playing 4 of them. Our next Merfolk card is Grimoire Thief. Has a good ability. When it becomes tapped, remove the top 3 cards of target opponent's library from the game face down. And you may look at those cards removed from the game with Grimoire Thief. You pay 1 blue, you sacrifice it, turn all the cards removed from the game over, and counter all spells with those names. So it's a good little 2-drop. Helps the devotion as well because we have got a nice card that we need a bit of devotion for, and it slightly disrupts their game a bit. Takes away some of their cards if we manage to get an attack in. So we run a full play set of them. So now one of our card drawing Merfolks, Silvergill Adept. Does have additional cost to pay if you don't reveal a Merfolk, but hopefully we have a lot of Merfolks in this that we don't really have to pay the extra 3. It's a 2/1 for 2, but it lets you draw a card. So we run a full play set of them. So one of our Anthem cards now, which is Merfolk Sovereign, gives all our other Merfolks +1/1, and you can tap it to make a Merfolk unblockable. Now, obviously, because this is on budget, we haven't got some of the other Anthem cards like Lord of Atlantis, Master of the Pearl, Trident, cards like that, because they're slightly out of budget at the moment. Maybe we could do a little, do a little jig around if the deck doesn't quite work, and I need more +1/1 for the Merfolks. But we do run an artifact that you'll see in a minute that does sort of help us with that as well. But obviously, this is a good card as well. Adds 2 to the devotion, which is what we need. Full play set of them. The next card is triple blue for us. Wistful Selkie, just another card drawing card. It's a 2/2. Costs 3 blues. It's not great, but it's a 2/2 and lets you draw a card for 3. And it does help us with what we want to do in our deck, which is hopefully add all the devotion, as you'll see. For the minute, and this is the most expensive card in the deck, which is Kira Great Class Spinner. Comes in at about $15. Obviously not a Merfolk, but the ability on it is great for us. Against removal or anything like that. You have to basically target us twice. Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability first time, counter that spell or ability. So with this on the field, all our creatures will have that. So next we run is a couple of Merrow Harbingers. They have island what they cost 4, but they let you search for a Merfolk card, reveal it, and put it on top of your library. Helps us find one of my most favourite cards that was in Standard recently, which is Master of Waves. The Merfolk Wizard has protection from red, and when it enters, you put 1/0 blue elemental creatures tokens into play equal to your devotion. So obviously, the cards that you've just seen, we're hopefully going to have a lot of devotion. We've got a triple blue, we've got a double blue in the Grimoire Thief as well. This is one of our win cons. Flood the field with loads of 2/1 elementals. Has protection from red, so does evade like lightning bolts, any kind of red removal, which is good. We run a full play set of them. Hopefully we will just flood them out with tokens. And we run a run of Thassa, God of the Sea. Devotion shouldn't be too hard. It's indestructible. Lets us scry at the beginning of the upkeep, and you can make another creature unblockable, which is, you know, for a blue and a 1, very, very good. So, on to the spells that we run. We run Rune Snag. We run 4 of these. It's counter target spell unless its controller pays 2, plus an additional 2 for each one of these in the graveyard. So, it's a counter spell that, you know, potentially gets better. Next card run, we run a couple of Dismembers. You know, it's not much kill in blue, so we run Dismember because we can pay 1 and 4 life if we have to. But -5/5 does get rid of a lot of problem creatures. So like I say, because we don't have, you know, a lot of the Anthem cards that are in the non-budget version of Merfolk, we run a Door of Destinies, which I'm probably going to up to 2 when I purchase my second one. When you cast a spell of the chosen type, you choose a type. So obviously you choose Merfolk. Creature card get +1/1 for each charge counter. So basically, you know, just going to keep making our Merfolk bigger, which is, you know, what we want, as long as Door of Destinies obviously stays on the field. And the last bit of disruption card we have is 4 Spreading Seas, which obviously lets us draw another card. And enchants an opponent's land, you can turn it into an island, or, you know, so playing anything other than blue, it's going to cause quite a bit of disruption. Lets us draw a land card as well, which is very, very nice. Like I say, no special lands. We're literally running 22 islands. If you were going to, you know, go non-budget, you'd use Cavernous Souls, Mutavaults, but obviously they're not going to keep anywhere near inside the $100 budget, which is what we need to do. So if we go to the sideboard, obviously this is a a nice promo card. You can obviously get the basic cards. I'm gonna obviously my sideboard at the moment is a bit, you know, it is going to change. I just want to basically, I threw the sideboard together, you know, just in the last minute to see what we can do. But I will probably add in a bit of Graveyard 8, maybe a Graph Digger's Cage, if I can, you know, fit it in my budget. Or, you know, I'll probably want a Hibernation against the green decks, maybe a Torment's Crypt as well against some of the graveyard decks. But I added in a Dictator Crewfix just in case, you know, I felt like, you know, I wanted to take out the Spreading Seas, but I still want a bit of card draw. It does give your opponent card draw as well, but if you know, play it on the end of the turn, it's got flash, we can be ahead. Swan Song, counter target enchantment, instant or sorcery spell, and the controller gets a 2/2 bird. Only costs 1. It's going to counter some, you know, a lot of the spells in the sideboard. Run 3 of the Swan Songs. Harbinger of Tide, run a playset of them in case you want to swap it over. Might swap this for Tidebind and Mage as well, you know, depending. I do like Harbinger as well, Harbinger of the Tides. You can cast it with Flash if you pay an extra 2. It's got double blue as well, which is good for our devotion. When it enters the battle, you may return target tap creature to your opponent's control to the owner's hand. So, you know, it's going to be good against a lot of creatures. Obviously, you probably don't want to return a Siege Runner, but you might have to. But, you know, it needs must. So run a full playset of them. And then to go down, obviously, more of a control route, I've got 4 Mana Leak and a couple of Dispels in case we want to swap it up, be a bit more, you know, a bit more controlling, protect our creatures a bit. That's what we run. So, guys, that was the Mono Blue Merfolk. Obviously, I said the plan, you know, try and get a lot of devotion. If we can't get there with the anthem of making the Merfolk's big, Master of Waves is there to hopefully cover the field in tokens, which is what we want to do. And then just, you know, a bit of aggro, just going for the win. Maybe Thassa for a bit of a late game beater, indestructible, and make things unblockable, and hopefully get through our last bit of damage if it turns into a bit of a grindy game. Anyway, guys, be soon. You know, the series will be up soon. We've videoed 1 match at the moment. We've played my Merfolk deck against Connor. Connor's played a bounce deck, so that video will be up soon. Hope you're all going to enjoy this new series of our. Thanks for watching this deck tech. Any ideas? What you know? This is my budget, $100. Anything you think I could add in? especially in the sideboard, that will make it better, please leave in the comments and let me know. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. Cheers guys.